Success is attaining what makes you happy on a personal level.
Well, that's just me. That's how I am. I don't have a jealous bone in my body.
Because I hated the idea of putting my face in front of the camera.
Not everything you see on social media is true.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Life with the Samuel. And today we're going to do something a little bit different because it's our last night here in Dubai, and what we thought would be nice is we do a little pillow talk with you guys, and we'll be doing it with the help of this little card game. It's called Talking Hearts. So it has 200 almost like conversation starters. It's like questions that you can ask one another just so that you can get talking. If you like, stay with us. Yeah, we'll get into some interesting questions. By the way, this is the couples edition. Okay, guys, first of all, before we get started, if you are interested in our content, do comment, like, subscribe, let us know what you think. Definitely hit that subscribe button and stay with us.
So you ready to get started?
I am. Who's gonna go first?
You can go first. I'll pick the card and...
Okay, cool.
Yeah?
Let's go.
How do you define success? Has that changed over time?
I would definitely say that my idea of success has changed over time. Once upon a time, you'd look at it as a financial gain, status, and where you are to some extent concerned about what other people think. So if other people think very highly of you, to me, used to make me think that is what makes a successful person. Now you can scrap all of that. Success is attaining what makes you happy on a personal level. You know, it's not about external validation. Success is purely based on what you want, what makes you happy, and your ability to attain that.
Also, okay, and on the flip side of this card, what is the luckiest thing that's ever happened to you?
Luckiest. My
Could be
parents.
playful.
I feel like I'm very lucky to have the parents that I have. So just to give you some backstory, they celebrated their 50th anniversary last year. So this year will be their 51st anniversary, and they are still very much in love. They are very much best friends, and they're really, really nice people. They have been through some really tragic things, but in terms of their relationship, they've always been very close and tight, and you know, they're just very nice. They're the hosts of the family. My mum loves to cook, my dad likes to entertain. And you know, they've always been supportive towards me in everything that I do, my family, my kids. So I have to say, when I think about luck, although a lot of the times I prefer to look at it like blessed, but if we talk about luck, I do often feel like, whoa, that was a big plus for me, is having the parents that I have. My turn to ask you a question. This is a good one. So this one is more like a relationship question. So, which of my traits do you wish you had more of? Which traits do you think we have in common?
Your drive sometimes. When you set your mind on something, you follow it through to the end, no matter how tough. Obstacles that may be in the way, you see it through to the end. That's something of mine that I may lack on. Sometimes I might start a task. I'm not saying I get derailed from it, but you know, something might come in the way or an obstacle might come up, and I'll just be like, look, this isn't for me, or like, I'll start something else instead.
Yeah.
And not necessarily see that first task through.
It just goes to show like the differences in our personalities, because I definitely think you're a starter and I'm very much a finisher.
Yeah.
So that's one trait. That would be my drive. Cool. And then which traits do you think we have in common?
Both very family orientated, and we bounce off each other through that as well.
Okay, another card. What's something future generations will make fun of us for?
No, I think we're pretty cool to be honest, but maybe that.
The fact that you think that you're cool,
Yeah,
is probably what they make fun of.
Next card is, what do you think is my biggest strength in our relationship?
Your biggest strength is that you are quick to forgive, quick to forget.
Okay, keep that in mind.
Honestly, you don't know how to hold a grudge or how to let something hold you back or hold us back. And I have always silently admired that strength. For a lot of people, including myself, you know, it could be quite stubborn, holding on to things that actually are probably doing us no good. So I think probably one of the things that keeps you young and keeps you in a good frame of mind is that you just don't really let things affect you for long.
Yeah, I guess.
And I think that's really special.
Okay, cool. So, just for the viewers that are watching, the flip side of every question is a playful question. So, when you were a kid, what chores did you take shortcuts on to fool your parents?
I
did you do any chores, or you just didn't take shortcuts?
Okay. Honestly, my parents didn't really have the expectations of me to do lots of chores. I remember just one being like doing the hoovering, and you do that, I think it was like sort of like Saturday morning every week. Obviously, yeah, you do dishwasher and things like that, but I don't know, maybe I just didn't really see it as a chore, it's just something that needs to be done. The hoovering felt like a chore, but I never cut corners on that. I just did it properly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, when do you feel the most jealous of other people and why?
I don't
really do
jealousy.
jealousy.
I don't do jealousy. I think I like everyone to win. That's just me. That's how I am. I don't have a jealous bone in my body.
But what about jealousy in the most light-hearted form?
Again, I see myself as blessed in all ways, isn't it? In terms of family, in terms of career, in terms of not ever needing something that I just can't reach or unreachable for me.
Okay, cool. All right, when you were younger, what did you save your money to buy?
That's an easy one.
Yeah? Can I guess?
There's two things, but you can guess. Yeah, you might get one of them right.
I feel like it's computer equipment.
Do you know what? That would be three things there. So you're actually I used to be into gadgets and stuff, so yeah, computer bits and bobs. I used to go to like the market stores or computer fairs and buy like software and stuff like that. So that is true. It used to be trainers and music.
Cool.
So I used to buy like
music
records back in the days when they were vinyl. I used to buy like vinyl and CDs. I had a big collection of music, and I was always into trainers. So like having the latest trainers. So I would save my money, or just every time I had money, I'd buy the latest trainers, music, and gadgets, and that would keep me. Yeah.
Nice.
Keep me happy. Okay. This card says, is there a personality trait that always annoys you in other people?
Yes. There's a lot. I really cannot stand talking to people who just want to have a one-sided conversation. Hey, how are you? I'm good. Okay. How's things? Oh yeah, XYZ is going on. Okay. I just don't really enjoy having conversations when someone doesn't have the ability to kind of go back and forth or to care to even listen to anything that's going on in your life, or just to have a two-way conversation.
Cool.
Okay.
If I could pamper you for a day, what would you want me to do?
So if we talk about pampering, like it kind of makes me think about a relaxing experience. Yeah. You know, I love a spa.
Like head massage, spa, Massage, foot massage, back
Yeah, I love
massage,
like feet massages and pedicures.
Mm.
I think it's quite easy because I'm quite upfront about the things that I love.
Like more like self-love, self-care stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll ask you the last question,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll wrap it up. So, guys, if you are enjoying this content, please do remember to hit the like button and to subscribe to us. Has a dream ever changed how you viewed yourself or a situation?
I would say no. Or but
Like
a
a
situation.
dream, as in like a goal dream, or like a sleep dream?
A sleep dream.
Okay.
You could be so worried about, for example, a job interview, and by going to sleep, it's like that was the last thing you thought of, and you dream about having this job interview in so many different ways. It then sort of puts you at ease. It's like deja vu. So the next day, it brings you into like, I've been here before,
Right.
and leaves you more prepared. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's happened to me before in that same scenario. It's like, oh, I'm stressing out about like an interview, like meeting these people that I've never met before, and then I start dreaming in the night of some random people, random faces, and then the next day it's just a breeze. It just gives me something to bounce on.
That's so interesting. I do not remember my dreams when I wake up. I know I have dreams, I know it happens, but the minute I wake up properly and I've left that dreaming scenario, I'm like, I have no idea what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, what's something you learned from social media?
Not everything you see on social media is true. A lot of what you see on social media is make believe, just to make you believe in a certain situation or scenario, but a lot of it is not true.
Okay, and if I was to remix that, what do you think that you've learned about social media since we've started doing our own channel?
I've just learnt that, with all things, just need to keep going. And I've also learnt that you actually enjoy it. So,
I was going to say that's one thing that I've really learned is that I've grown a lot because I hated the idea of putting my face in front of the camera. Yes, you can see my work, you can see my team, my staff, whatever. But to actually see me, my face, and me to talk to the camera was such a no-go area for me. As soon as I started doing these vlogs and talking to the camera, everything changed. I'm enjoying it. I like it a lot. So I hope you guys like what we put out, really.
Like and subscribe, and look out for the next video, which will be coming soon.
This card game is called Talking Hearts. It gives you 200 conversational questions. The one that we have here is for couples. So it does allow you to have a moment together, to get into, I guess, deep conversation. It's been really nice for us. This is about, I think, maybe like the third time that we've tried it. And obviously we cannot get through everything. You only need sort of like 5 cards to have like at least, I don't know, half an hour long conversation. We do recommend it. And let us know what you think. If you do buy it, comment below if you want us to do it again. Okay, bye for now.
Bye for now.